Hey folks, I'm about to do something pretty big, and that is to complete the Muir Trail from Horseshoe Meadow here, going over Cottonwood Pass all the way up to Yosemite. So for those that are not familiar with the Muir Trail, well, it is a 211-mile trail that runs from Happy Isles in Yosemite Valley to the summit of Mount Whitney. The easiest way to get a permit is to get a wilderness permit from the Inyo National Forest side here on the eastern side of the Sierras, and start at Horseshoe Meadow and make your way up. But that adds an extra 30 miles to the trek. So tried for the lottery on 2 separate occasions out of Happy Isles and didn't get it. And then I also tried for a lottery permit to go up from Whitney Portal and didn't get that. So I found a date for out of here, which is August 8th, 2024, and we are heading up over Cottonwood Pass. Enjoy. See you on the other side. We are here, Horseshoe Meadows. We're heading over Cottonwood Pass, and off the map here a little bit. The Golden State's golden trout. Won't be doing any fishing, really, technically. I got the trekking pole, but here we go. 21 days. It's not too crazy a climb today, but I still try and get it. Still try and get at least 13.5, 14 miles to this Rock Creek area. Maybe a little further. It's 7:30 right now. Goal for day 3 is to summit Whitney and officially start the JMT, because the JMT ends at the summit or starts at the summit again, depending on your perspective. Yeah, here we go. We are in the Golden Trout Wilderness. It's Horseshoe Meadows at 10,000 feet. It's huge.
The mountains are calling, and I must go. The famous quote written by John Muir in a letter to his sister in 1873 has become the outdoor enthusiast's credo by which we explain our attraction to rough terrain and high places. We're drawn to the unindustrialized natural beauty that early man may have taken for granted. An escape from the rigors of modern life, a connection to something spiritual, the Creator, Mother Earth, God. We feel the presence of something much greater than us, and we long to be closer to that power. We are revitalized even as we are challenged and broken down by the difficulties and dangers in an unforgiving and harsh wilderness. The trials and trails we navigate inflict incredible pain, fatigue, thirst, and hunger, but in contrast pour out blessings of joy, peace, reverence, and a gratitude for our world that cannot be fully conveyed in pictures or stories.
Here we are, Cottonwood Pass.
I've heard the phrase, sharing 1,000-word pictures for million-word places. The video camera will never capture what the naked eye can see. To be able to fully appreciate the majesty and wonder of the Muir Trail and the Sierra Nevadas requires at least 3 of the 5 human senses to grasp. In other words, you have to be there. And for this, I'm extremely grateful, for I truly feel blessed to have been given the ability to spend time in this amazing place.
It's gorgeous. There go the Rangers. All right. Quick little break, and now we're on the PCT for a little blip. Well, it's been drizzling for, I don't know, about the last 20 minutes, half hour. Now we're getting some hail, so. August. Sierra's 11,000 feet. Still getting the ice. I'll sit here and wait it out a bit. Oh, now it stops. It was coming down a little bit harder, but nothing crazy. But it's noon. I gotta eat my lunch. Got crackers and a cookie. Bit of a light lunch today. I already ate my jerky. But, oh man. I tried these at home, these munchies, the Doritos nacho cheese. It's Doritos flavored, I guess. It's really good.
How's it going?
Good, how are you doing, bud?
I'm doing good.
Good. Yeah, I'm waiting this one out. Coming down kind of hard with more hail. And I don't want to take my rain cover out, and I don't want to put my rain jacket on. Doesn't look like it's that crazy. It should be a quick one. Come on. Slow down now. I may have to though. Come on. Yeah, I'm not going to tough it out. Or I'm not going to wait it out into that tree any longer. Maybe this tree. Well, the day started out nice. Well, you can see them about 1.1 miles away from the Rock Creek crossing, which is pretty much where I'm stopping. So it's 4:30. I'm beat. It's really only supposed to be about a 14-mile day, but not a ton of climbing. But shoot, the rain and the trail, there's all this soft sand. That's hard. It's almost as hard as the rocky trails or the Murder Hell Steps. But this is so peaceful back in here. I have not drank any water. Jeez, since like 12:30. That's bad. Bad planning. There has not been. I wasn't looking. I wasn't checking. There has not been any creeks from Chicken Spring Lake passing there, so I had this full when I started, but not very good planning. Tomorrow will be better. Gooseberries! They look like they're ripe too. Not bad. Oh, come on. Stop to get water. Start to drizzle there. Oh, the best gooseberries I've ever tasted. Here comes the sun. It's finally breaking. Hopefully it's breaking for good. But look at this little meadow. Look at it. I just want to sit and look at it. Wish there was a little bear out there taking it in. Some deer, something. It's too pretty to be unoccupied by large mammalian creatures. That is a spectacular view right there. This is why we do it. This is why we do it. these ladies over here. See, I knew there'd be some mammalian creatures of some kind in this meadow. It's too good to pass up. What a life. Although they are deer, life expectancy is low. Can't find the ranger station. Sometimes they're tucked back in there so they can have their privacy. I don't think they know about the fire restrictions. What I found. Hopefully it's still good. It's a little unripe. I'll leave it for the next lucky forager.
It's always nice to finish the day with the sun still up. Ideally, your strategy is to reach camp with time to set up your tent and make yourself dinner with plenty of natural light. Best laid plans. Shortly after picking my spot here at Rock Creek, I met Lucas and Steph from the Bay Area, who were also heading north along the JMT. The conversation about who we were, where we were headed, and what we were eating that evening got in the way of these important chores, and most importantly, filming the close of day one. Over the next 20 days, I found myself struggling with both of these tasks.
All right, we are off like a herd of turtles. It's 8 o'clock, you know, my standard takeoff time, but that's actually pretty good. I woke up at 5:30, but yesterday was tough. So, and it's day one. Here we are at Rock Creek finishing up. Looks like I might be the last group from this section of the campground. Again, standard. All right, well, because of garbage GoPro old batteries that I just need to get rid of, you didn't see me, but I did cross here wearing just my little Tiva style sandals, just because the rocks were, there's a couple spots. I didn't feel like getting my shoes wet. Gave my feet a little early morning cool bath. Felt great. And as you can see, this woman's getting ready to take her shoes off and go across in her sandals. So it's going to be a good day. So here we go. Yeah, Guy Out Pass, not too bad. We're at about 1,300 feet of climbing to get out there. Get up there from almost 1,400 from Rock Creek. So I'll be going to Guitar. Most likely staying there. There is a 30% chance of rain from about 3 to 7 p.m. We'll see. You can see clouds rolling in now, though. Rolling in. There's Whitney right there. I'll be up there tomorrow morning. Let's see if I can make it without my feet getting wet. Not bad. Pretty good. Oh, we got some goldens in here.
Tonight we're having biscuits and gravy. A couple of packets of Tabasco in there. Because spiciness helps. I don't know why. It just does. So, there you go. Holy smokes. My dinner view. Can't complain. 10-mile day with like 3,000 feet of climbing. Again, not the longest, toughest day, but we're at altitude. Man, when you get over 10,000, 11,000 feet, I think we're at 12 something, just barely 12 maybe. I don't know, I forget. Whitney, 14.5. Trail Crest is 13, because there's basically another 1,000 feet from right over there up there. So just a smidge past 8 o'clock, and I am in bed because it is been a long day, and tomorrow will be a long day with officially starting the John Muir Trail once I hit the summit of Whitney. Climbing up to Whitney and coming back down could be painful, so all right, nighty night. Good morning, folks. It's I think it's about 4:45. Woke up at 4. It's time to go to the top and officially start this trek. I'm a creature of habit, I suppose. This is my 3rd consecutive year at the top of Mount Whitney and my 4th overall. That's not a brag, I'm just sharing stats. To tell you the truth, I don't think I'll ever tire of climbing our tallest in the lower 48. Hiking the same peaks in SoCal every year is actually something I look forward to. So why would I get tired of Whitney? I don't know. Maybe I'm boring. 10. Oh, and for the record, there's other creatures out there just like me. 72-year-old Crazy Jack summited Whitney for his 202nd time on July 11th, 2022. And guess who just happened to be there to share the summit with him on that day? Yup, this guy. My 2nd time. And that dude in the red, that's my nephew Matthew. He was with me for his 2nd successful summit. 72, 202 in 2022, and 2 for 2. Now we go down the 99 switchbacks. I think that's what they say. No, I'm not going down the 99 switchbacks. That's on the east side. So either way, we're going down a lot of switchbacks. And we got 4.5 miles just to get to Guitar. And I got to get further down. It's hard not to spend a lot of time up here. It's been probably an hour and a half, maybe more, because I talked to my wife for nearly an hour about things going on. Tuesday is the 13th of August, which is our 25th year anniversary, and she was okay with me coming out and doing this. She'll be celebrating the 13th
with her first full day of school instruction. Kids come back to school. She's a teacher, so still a lot of miles ahead of me. But like I said, this is the official start of the JMT for me. Here we go. Well, I gotta get back down to right there. Get packed up. Well, I stopped here at Crabtree Meadow, just right off the JMT. Pretty much just took the first sight. I'm done. It's a 12-mile day. Nothing crazy, but going up to Whitney. So I'm here. It's a little after 5. Tent up, getting some water, get me some grub, and then relax and go to bed. Keep going tomorrow. Haven't been much for shooting video. I get back, I get into camp and I'm just dead. So I know I shot a little last night, but this is Crabtree Meadow, at least the upper, what would it be, the northern, the southern side? I guess it'd be the southern side, but in the direction of Whitney, it's that way. I don't know what time it is right now, but probably about 7. Had breakfast. If I was super strong, I'd like to get over Muir Pass today, or not Muir Forester, but that's not going to happen. But I will be camping out just below Forester this evening, and setting up the climb, the major climb, to get over it, to get down. So should be a good day. Feeling a little sickly. That happens after this. Altitude sucks. Altitude hurts. The turtle herd is off. Again, way later than I should have been. I didn't plan to be this late. In fact, I had the ability to bust out of here at 8:30, but you know, so here we are. 9:30. Lunching over here at a familiar spot. This is the Tyndall Frog Ponds. There's some little tiny lakes or ponds over there, but I camped last year just over there.
You hike, you stop to catch your breath, take in the views, even talk to the animals.
Boy, you was a biggin'.
When you run into other hikers, you talk to them. The solitude is great, but the company of great humans is even better. Tomorrow, I climb the highest pass on the John Muir Trail. Tonight, I share camp with good hiker dudes. We reminisce of past adventures, tell stories, and laugh like adolescent young men. It's nice to forget about life for a while.
Good morning. It's day 5. It's Forester Pass right there. Heading over this morning. 13,000 something. The tallest on the JMT. Here's where we camped last night. Today is cause for celebration, so we start the morning off with a hearty breakfast.
I fast on Sundays. Monday. Oh, then yeah, I'll have it.
All right, what's the verdict?
Holy shit, is that bacon?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
You just made a bacon and egg burrito with Cholula.
You fucking kidding me? I don't want to eat anymore. Holy shit.
That's a momentous occasion. I made it to day 5. We're going to do Forester Pass. So I figured I'd make something special.
Did you get powderized eggs? Or
Yeah, it's just egg twisted stuff.
and it's raw bacon, right? Bacon.
Mix it in the bag, boil it in water.
Oh my
Take a boiling
God.
bag omelet.
I'm drooling. I just drooled on my jacket.
I might make another one, but I'll have some extra bacon if you guys want some.
Wow. Yeah.
Now you're toasting your tortillas, dude?
He's just rubbing it in.
Rubbing it in.
Well,
Next thing he's gonna do is gonna pull out some homemade salsa. Yeah. He's just talking out of
Look it up. No, look it up.
All right, here we go. Late checkout and guests on our way to the top. That's the guy from the Squatch soap commercial.
you are fake news.
See if he can't get me the hookup on some free soap.
No, seriously, and they were like,
See ya. Now we're into Sequoia.
they were gonna do that with
Crossing over.
just like right here. We're like, okay.
All right, here we go. I call this the mini El Capitan, although I don't know if there's probably a name for it, a plateau or something, but I haven't looked it up. Now we've got a familiar spot here. That's where I camped last year, right where that dude is cowboy camping in the middle of the day. You know, I failed to mention this, starting from Mount Whitney, the John Muir Trail, down. I did all this last year southbound from Pinchot Pass, so I'm seeing all this stuff from a different perspective, and it's actually kind of neat. Also, it's kind of nice being familiar with the area, but getting a different look. All right, that's Lower Vedette. Beautiful Lower Vedette. Well, we got one more mile to go, maybe a little bit less, and we are going up to try and cut out some of this climb for tomorrow to get over Glen. Time for a little breather. That's where we came from. Forester Pass. Through there. It's a good day. Not done yet, but doesn't need to be over to tell you it's a good day. Well, we made it here. We are just off the JMT right over there. In fact, it goes right up there too. All the way up. So We got our tent set up. We got the water boiling for our food, and we got a little bit of sky clearance because tonight is the peak of a meteor shower event. When we were up there last night at just below Forester, where there's no trees, perfectly clear sky, we saw a bunch of awesome. I'm so tired, and I'm at altitude again. When I say at altitude, anything over 10,000 feet, and your brain just doesn't seem to function as well. Oh, the water's boiling. Turn that off. Anyways, so yeah, we're just above Vidette Meadow here at this junction, which goes off this way to go to Kearsarge Pass, which you probably can't see from here, but you can see some of the mountains. That leads down to Onion Valley and then into Independence. So that's where Tony and I came in and out of when we did the Big Secchi Loop North. Lots of good memories on that trip. So thank you, wonderful campsite, for a nice stay. Today is probably the latest checkout ever. So, dragging my rear, 9:30, back on the trail. There's a better view of the valley up to Forester. Yep, there's Kearsarge too. You can see the little trail running up to the pass right there. Good pass. Good view from that side. All right, let's go. There's Charlotte Lake and Charlotte Dome, which I've now passed twice, going southbound and now going northbound. Whole new perspective. That's really pretty cool. Really neat looking. Like, I could have camped down there last night. It's a little bit, about a mile and a half off the trail, but I'm wishing I had, but oh well. Glenn, wherever you're at over there, we're coming. We're coming for you. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. Senor Muir's Taco Hut is serving up serving up tacos to hikers. Hashtag Muir Taco. All right, you guys are awesome. Yeah, what, you got anything non-alcoholic? If you don't, that's okay. No worries. I got plenty of water and BCAAs, but I'll take a taco. You guys are so...
Did anybody take your order yet?
No, they didn't.
Okay, we have beef, chicken, or we get veggie with like peppers, onions.
Wait, you mean beef, chicken together?
Can't mix them together.
Would it be... Is it one per customer?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll get a beef.
Beef, okay.
And you're okay that I'm filming this, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you so much. And I'll make sure to tag pictures. Hey, nice to meet you. Thank you. Are you one of the Muir Taco Hut people?
I'm just here enjoying it like you, man.
Dude, this is insane.
Right?
This is incredible. All right, thank you.
We have a little condiment bar behind this tree.
Okay. I was going to have PB&J on a tortilla, but this is even better.
That's beef. It's chicken, salsa, guacamole.
Deep into the Sierra Nevada backcountry, and for only a short period of time, Senor Muir's Taco Hut appears like a desert oasis. They come bearing trail magic in the form of cold beer and a freshly made taco. Good fortune shines down on the weary hiker this day, because these trail angels arrive unannounced somewhere along the John Muir Trail and never in the same spot. Fortuitous JMTers are in the right place and at the right time. Those are Powerball odds right there, folks. The SMTH crew this year carried 60 to 70 cans of beer and enough ingredients to make that many chicken, beef, and veggie tacos with all the fixins. Guacamole at 10,500 feet? Yes, please. That's an insane number of groceries. What's even crazier is that these folks traveled 9 miles from the closest trailhead over a nearly 12,000-foot mountain pass and climbed 3,500 feet just to bring strangers a beer and a taco. What an amazing thing. I get it, though. Feels great doing something nice.
What a trip. Day 6 on the trail. Below freaking Glen. And I run into that. Wow. Just wow. My breath is taken away, and it's not because of the high altitude. People coming up here and serving up tacos because they just want to help hikers out, give hikers a boost. That's not just trail magic. That's freaking trail sorcery right there. That is incredible. Wow. Glen Pass. Doesn't look that far, but man, what a bonkers climb. Hey there. Thanks. You too.
I don't know how I did it.
Yeah, well, one step at a time, right? It's like eating an elephant. One bite at a time.
It's been a pleasure. We'll see you at the campsite.
So there's this big avalanche area that I went through last year. I'm asking several people, trying to get a read on if there's been a little bit better established pathway, but it's hard to get an answer. It's a pain. Find your way. This last people I asked, they said, you know, the mule train people appear to be coming through and cutting some of the trees. So yeah, the avalanche area was bad. Real bad. We are getting real close to Woods Creek here, and with the sun just dipping down, I'm not quite sure what the time it is, but I'm sure it's probably close to 7 o'clock because late checkout, be checking out late and taking a sweet freaking time at the top of, what pass was I on? Glen Pass. But it was a lot of fun, so it's hike your own hike, and I'm not that bothered by it. I don't mind walking into the evening, but the question will be, how many miles have we done? Watch your step, Eric. And if I want to go a little further up, cut out a little bit more climb. So when we get down here to Woods Creek, where there's plenty of camping, plenty of water, it's right at the suspension bridge that I came south on last year and the year before. So we will see. So TBD, to be determined. TBD, to be, yeah, got it. Here we are, Woods Creek. Woods Creek. Like I said, plenty of sights. See some folks back up in there. It's definitely a nice flat spot right here near the box, not too far from the creek. A couple of spots. Let's take a look and take a leak. Well, considering the time it was, I had to settle on an 11.25 mile day, but that's okay. I will start a little earlier tomorrow, and I do have a long day in terms of getting here from Bubbs Creek to Pinchot Pass. I know the climb. I know it's not going to be fun. It's a little bit over 7 miles, I believe, to get to Pinchot from here, but it's got to be done. Man, today was amazing. Glen Pass, tacos from Senor Muir's Taco Hut, I tell you. And, 25th anniversary. Love you, sweetheart. This day is dedicated to you. Peace out. Good morning. We're off. Today will be known as the day of climbing, although there'll be a lot of days of climbing. We are at, I forget, but we're gonna have to climb 3,500 feet to get over Pinchot. But it's over the course of 7.5 miles or so, so it won't be too bad. But I know the climb because I climbed down it, so I'm not super excited. But here we go. Coming up on this cool suspension bridge. Well, not getting out as late as normal, but still set the alarm at 5:30 and struggled to get out, so I think it's 20 after 8. Not an early start, but hey, it's my trip. Get to do what I want. This massive suspension bridge seems like a little bit of overkill, but I would imagine that a ton of water comes tearing through here during the melt, the runoff, whatever. You can see all this debris here building up in this creek bed. So, excuse me, this mountain dust is getting to me. 7.7, here we go. It's a beautiful 7.7 miles. Stunning section of the trail. Nice little mama grouse and the chickies. All right, I won't bug you. I still think we're only barely halfway elevation climbing. I haven't looked, but again, 3,500 feet was a total, and I can't imagine we've gone more than 15, somewhere between 15 and 2,000, I think. It's gonna be a slog today regardless. But I like being up above these trees, above 10,000, because there's something real nice about being above 10,000, except for the thinner air and the harsher UV rays. As my backpacking YouTube pal Marty up north would say, wonder what all the poor people are doing. Which is kind of funny. They're probably enjoying life. It's a funny phrase. It's funny when he says it, but yeah, I wonder what all the working people are doing. Not slowly dying over 10,000 feet, that's for sure. Lucky them. Nice private little lake. I forget what the lake's name is too. I've seen it on the map. And like I said, I've always liked to just stop up there, have my lunch, take a break. I didn't want to go too long without taking a dip in the lake. But this is kind of in my little stopping spot. The last two times coming down here. The JMT's ways up there. I mean, see where those trees are back, even beyond that. So anybody sees me, they see blinding bright white of nothingness. So we're safe down here, but well, a good thing must come to an end. Pinchot. That's a beast. The trail goes that way. But I need to get water. Yeah, we're watered up. Need to go less between watering up periods. No, yeah, less. I was on the brink of extreme thirst. I thought we would hit some little creeks sooner than I had planned, but pulled from this little, I don't know what you call it, I was calling it tarn, but there's Pinchot up there. I'll be there in a while. Oh, look, here comes he wants to see what the heck's going on. He's rolling into his territory. What's up, dude? got another 3.5 miles, and it is 5 o'clock, so I'm not staying at Marjorie Lakes down there. Lake Marjorie, excuse me. I've stayed there a few times. It's nice. And I want to drop down further. And there's Mather Pass. I don't know if I can get it. At that low spot right there. That's where we're going over tomorrow. But I gotta get down into the valley first. And there's the Bench Lake ranger station. You can barely see it tucked in there. We're here on the South Fork Kings River, looking for a tent here at this campground. Check this out. Hey, I'm not going to bother you. Is that a little fawn? Is that a baby? A couple of babies? Oh yeah, look at that. Look at the babies. With their mama. All right, folks, this evening ended in a bit of a panic. And fortunately, I was prepared and I made the fix. But my trekking poles, brand new, that I had replaced about a week before, after the first pair had failed again. Now, the ones that failed that I used maybe 10, 15 times, the catch here, which you cannot see, which keeps the one section in place and essentially locks these other two, or rather 2 sections, but these 2 joints get locked in place when the little catch or spring steel button that you push in, so you can anyways collapse your trekking poles. That one had just stayed in place and I couldn't get it to come out, even with a little bit of oil and maybe blowing out some dust that I thought maybe got in there, but it did not fix it. And so I took them to REI, replaced them. Day 7, don't know the mileage on it at this point, but let's just assume it's 80 miles at this point. 80 miles, and I go to telescope, what's the word? Collapse one trekking pole, and the button actually breaks. And I was like, what the heck? And why I went to the next trekking pole right after that to push the button in to collapse. They both broke within 60 seconds of each other. Brand new. 80 miles. Black diamond. I don't know about you, but they make, so just so you know, talking about black diamond here. Brand, assume is quality, breaks. Now I have a trekking pole tent. That's why you're seeing it here. I bought this to lighten my load for this trip. And I've always been nervous about maybe doing the trekking pole thing because I think there's 2 points of failure. Would it be 2? I don't know. Either way, you've got 2 things that you're relying on when carrying your trekking poles. One, the use of a trekking pole. But guess what? If a trekking pole breaks, you can make do without having a trekking pole. Although it would be miserable since I love having trekking poles. I know I'm going to catch some crap on that from my military friends, but heck, they're too busy eating crayons to understand why trekking poles are useful. But either way, I digress. But the other reason, if your trekking pole fails, 1 or 2 in this case, how are you going to keep your
sucking tent up. So that's why I've been nervous about the idea of doing it, but I went with it anyways. I like the tent so far. It's not nearly as comfortable as my freestanding Marmot tungsten 2-person ultralight tent, but this does cut 2 pounds off. So anyways, something to consider. My suggestion is don't buy any black diamond trekking poles, and I would really consider not buying any black diamond climbing equipment, seeing as they do make climbing equipment. And if you're into that, go with somebody else. This is absolutely ridiculous. Unfortunately, I fixed it. But they will be going back to REI, and I will be getting a refund, and I will not be buying any more black diamond trekking poles, because the $30 pair of Amazon cheapy trekking poles will last a couple of years, and I'll be good, and they'll only be $30. So that's what I'll be going back to. Good night.
You know how they say there's no wrong way to eat a Reese's? I would argue there is. Don't eat one on the trail. I'm not a very hearty chocolate. They melt very easily, and then when they melt and re-solidify, kind of chalky, not very good. So remember that. It's a free one. Well, here we are, day 8. It's about 11:30, and yeah, I know this is basically my first video for the day, check in, but I got off late again. I set the alarm for 5:30 and just having a hard time, and today I gotta try and put in 16 miles. Fingers crossed. We got to go over Mather here, which we're just about there. By the way, I was wrong yesterday too. I shot that there was Mather. That's what I was pointing at over there. That's not Mather. This is Mather right here. This granite wall. So we're almost there. The signage down there says it's 4 miles to Mather Pass. Guy was saying 5, so last time I checked it was 3 3/4 miles. So I'm gonna say it's closer to 5, maybe even a little bit more, but as you can see, there we go. So making pretty good time. Haven't been talking to anybody except for a nice dude back there named Austin. Real good dude. Love talking to people on the trail. That's part of the problem with delaying, but you know, I think when we're out here, we sense our people, and you just click when you need to talk with somebody, and then you do it. So, but that's part of the fun of being out here, and I've said it before, just enjoying Inyo and getting to meet people. So alright, we're gonna make it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do 16 today. We are gonna do it. We're gonna go up Mather, come down it. We're gonna go down the Golden Staircase too. Keep plugging away. What's up, dude? I'm thinking you're gonna get some free snacks. Come on. Come on over. What are you doing, dude? What are you doing out here? Waiting for something tasty to come along? Alright, move on. This is boring. Alright, good morning, folks. I am here at the, I think this is the Middle Fork South King River Junction here on the JMT. You haven't seen much because I've been busy hanging out with the world famous, or not so famous, Josh Berry, actual real live thru hiker. I've never actually met a thru hiker. I've listened to a lot of shows with them, and they are a different breed. Last night, yeah, when did we meet? Oh, by the way, it's Josh Berry. Perry. That's right, because I was thinking the Perry, our big movie star guy. Anyways, Josh Perry, he's not that famous because he says he doesn't promote himself, but what's your biggest accomplishment if you had to pick one?
55.5 day PCT FKT.
That's 2,650 miles.
Well, I did 70 extra.
Of course, because why would
700 and something.
Let's add a massive exclamation point on the end of breaking the record, a 2-year record. So, how long do you expect to hold that record? Or is that too cocky a question?
I think Nick Fowler wants to go back and do it northbound faster.
Okay.
So
right.
Next year.
Next year?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you'll hold it for southbound. Or you said
I hold it northbound.
Northbound.
Yeah,
he
he holds it southbound.
Okay.
He
Okay.
holds northbound
Okay.
as
Got it. All right. Well, you'll just have to show him up after that. So, anyways, Josh has been a great company. It's been awesome. We met just above lower
staircase by the lakes.
Yeah, lower Palisade Lakes there, and we were coming off doing a traverse trip, and we just started talking and having fun, and here we are camping out. And the one thing that I thought was the funniest last night, as I was getting myself ready, he got into camp and he was done within like 5 minutes. He had his little plastic piece of paper down here and his quilt rolled out.
On my ground sheet.
Oh, your ground sheet, yeah. Sorry, he has a Gossamer Gear, like 1/8-inch thick piece of foam, and he's done. And me, I'm an hour into setting up my trekking pole tent, having dinner. He's had his dinner, which was M&Ms and some cookies. So, anyways, it's been a lot of fun. I appreciate it, dude. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, it's been fun.
I hope we get to hear you on. You need to send me some of your podcasts you have been on, so I can hear, because he's got some amazing stories.
Bug Doc enough to get me on the show.
Oh, but we'll bug Doc. We're gonna get him on the show. So, and if Doc even watches my channel, I doubt it, but that's okay. He's busy. Anyways, yeah, it's been great,
yeah,
Josh.
it's been fun.
Pleasure, and
sure.
We'll see you on the trail, I guess.
Yeah.
Gonna share the trail this morning with a mule deer. Let's see if she stays on trail and just keeps going forward. She was walking along. Oh, here she goes. She's gonna leave. She's gonna be like, nope. Let this guy go by. Where are your little bear friends? I see plenty of you guys, but no bears. It's all a lie. There are no bears in the Sierras. Don't believe what you hear. Don't believe the hype. Plenty of mule deer. Plenty of marmots and pikas and chipmunks and squirrels, but not a single black bear. Nope. People keep lying to me too. We just saw a bear. Oh, there's a little one. Not a bear, a little baby fawn. Look at, she's really, look, it's still got its little spots too. So you're extra camouflaged. We see you there. Hey, where's your mama? Is that your mama over there? Anyways, so Josh was a trip. That was a lot of fun hanging out with him for, you know, a quarter of a day through the evening, just share stories. But just bringing that up because he's hiked the PCT 2 times and done a bunch of stuff, and been in the Sierras, done the JMT, just doing crazy stuff. And he says that in 1,500 miles of the Sierras, he's never seen a bear. So he's been out here a lot. So, but he has seen bears on the Arizona Trail and the CDT. He's triple crowner. Very, very much the through hiker. And again, it was a trip just being in the presence of somebody that hikes that way, because I mean, I've listened to enough of the podcasts on the John Muir freaking pod, or the Hiker Trash Radio, whatever it's called. But it to actually see the way they kind of live in person it's amazing. I mean, yeah, he literally rolled out a piece of, I think they call it polychrome. Just it's a window insulation film. Basically looks like a polypropylene. That's his ground sheet. And then a gossamer gear pad. Like I said, it's like 8-inch piece of foam. I have one for, you know, kind of a staging area. And then he just lays out his freaking shoes, and there's a grouse over there on the rock. This is wilderness area. Wildlife preserve. We're in between the LeConte Canyon and that junction there. I forget what the meadow is here, but it's really pretty. I'll shoot it when I get over there. But yeah, it's such a stark difference in how they live versus just some regular backpackers. So pretty fascinating stuff, and he had a ton of fascinating stories to share from his life of through hiking. He's only like 29, so still young, but yeah, it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun getting to know him. It's been a great trip so far with all these amazing experiences. Check this out. Wow. See, not a single bear out there. was 10.5 miles to Muir Pass, and I've got to get over Muir today and hopefully all the way down to Evolution Lake. like 5:30 now. And I gotta eat before I buggy. Need energy.
First time up here?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is my second. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, this is fun.
Yeah.
Wow.
What route are you doing?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm doing the JMT North from Horseshoe Meadows.
Nice.
How about you guys?
We're doing North Lake, South Lake.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, we
That's
went
fun.
across Lamarck Cole. We didn't do
Oh, okay.
Paiute. Because actually we did Paiute last year and we had to bail because of Hurricane Hillary. So.
All right, well, I've had my dinner. It's time for me to bust a move. It is 6:30, and still got to kill a few more miles. I got to get to Muir Trail Ranch tomorrow, and from here it's 20 miles, so if I can make it a 16-mile hike tomorrow, it'd be nice. So that's good.
Well, one of these days, I'm gonna pull into camp at like 4:30, set up so that I can enjoy watching the sun go down in a nice, comfortable spot instead of hoofing it along the trail here. It's all good though. It's part of the adventure. I may make it to Evolution Lake before the sun goes down over there. At least I'll make it to the south side. It's a pretty big lake, so that's good. And the trail has not been as bad after Wanda, so I've been able to move really good. Ooh, look at that. That's Wanda, or that's Sapphire Lake there. Ooh, the moon's gonna almost be full. Maybe I cowboy camp this evening. When I get in, just lay on my tent, roll out my pad, make life a little easier for me in the morning and tonight. So, yeah, I think I'm all right. I am so confused. This is Sapphire Lake, and the Evolution Lake is over there. So I didn't even come close to doing it with the sun going down, but I'm going to go to the end of that first Evolution Lake though, because I know there's campsites. So maybe another mile, I hope. Shouldn't be too much further. It's just on the other side of that drop. Cowboy camp last night. The second time we got in here. We're at 8:30. 5:50. Need to get rolling. Because it's got another 15 miles to get to Muir Trail Ranch. So gotta get moving. Well, we're off. I think it's 7:40. Not my quickest start, but certainly not my latest start either. Left my puff jacket on because it is so chilly and a little windy up here. So the 360 view here at Evolution Lake is insane. see what I mean? Although you can't grasp it on camera. I'm not saying that to be cocky, it's just I go back and watch the stuff. I'm like, just don't get the same feeling. And there's little pica. Good morning, little pica. He didn't want to be greeted. Oh well, his loss. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I said, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Didn't-doo-doo-doo. It's about time. Oh, it feels so good. I love it when the sun comes up. It's like instant warmth. I act like this is new information for everyone. Guess what? When the sun comes out, it's instant warmth. Stupid. And there's Evolution Valley. It's looking great. But look at all that smoke out there. I sure hope they don't close the trail. That could be trip ending right there. Please don't close the trail. Or please get the fires under control. Ooh. Oh, and more rocks. Oh, almost made it. Plenty of deer. No bears. Not a single one. It's a lie. Look what we got here. We got ourselves a little berry patch. I've been looking for the last 10 days for some strawberries. Oh, that one wasn't very ripe. I got 3 right in here. Oh, this one looks good. I found a few more, but I think they probably are better in the. Oh, look at that! I was just about to say they're better in the sunny spots, but shoot, that's a big one. Oh, there's a couple more over here. All right, well, Evolution Valley provideth. We're passing through Colby Meadow, and then the next meadow is McClure Meadow, and then after that is Evolution Meadow. But all of Evolution Valley is just amazing. It's absolutely breathtaking, and it's got to be one of the prettiest pieces of the John Muir Trail, and it's hard to say one is better than the other, but it's just so serene in here, sublime, quiet. The birds are singing, and deer running around. There were bears in the Sierra. This is where they would hang out, but but it's just green and just beautiful. If you have the ability to get here, you need to, because it's really nice. I love it. Oh, here's the creek crossing. Off feet. It's time for lunch too. Well, this was washed out. This big old bridge. After not last winter, but the winter before its melt. And it looks like they're still under construction, so I'm assuming, oh yeah, I get to go across this makeshift thing. But I'll have to throw a picture in of me standing on the other bridge from a few years ago. Alright, let's do it. Oh, nice. Yep, this is our little detour. What does it say? Bridge not certified for public use. Use at your own risk. One person only. Okay. Certified for one person. Holy smokes, this ain't nothing. As I bounce on the not certified for public use. Pretty good. Oh, and then we got to take the Via Ferratas to get up without the Via Ferrata harness. Just the footholds. Nice. Yep, they're under construction. Cool little setup. I wonder where they're all at. This is the South Fork San Joaquin River, and we're quite a bit lower than where we were at up at Evolution Lake. We've dropped about, I don't know, I think 2,600 feet. We're at 8,300, somewhere around there right now. So it's a bit warmer, but there's a breeze. If I wasn't in such a hurry to get to where I needed to be, it'd be nice to just drop down there, drop your line in, pull out some rainbows or some brooks. Great. This is a nice familiar spot. Aspen Meadow. This little campsite with this massive sequoia. Ah, I see it right there. At least I think. Well, I am so lucky. I thought it was 4:30 or 7:30. I couldn't remember. I got here like 4:45, 10 to 5, and they were packing up. I could have waited till tomorrow to get food. I have dinner, but man, I am lucky. So there's all the old buckets. They donate. I'm packed up. I got extra food. I got another 5 days worth of food, and I got a special meal for tonight. If you can call it special for the back end. My phone and my battery bricks and some GoPro batteries over there charging, but I'm gonna go find the camp and then take a dip, come back and get working on charging this bunch of stuff. So there's public hot springs. The camp is this way. Gotta work to get to this hot springs. Oh, Those guys over there behind me, though, say it's worth it. It's pretty nice, so that's good. I need a hot bath. Maybe. That looks like one. I said the one on the right's the nicest. Oh, this has been great. I've been sitting here for a while talking to this nice lady, Marcia, who's camping over here. But man, look at this. This is not the cleanest hot springs, but man, it is nice. I love it. Here's what I mean by special or unique for we brought an MRE. And this is menu 24, Southwest style beef and black beans. Now the reason I say special or unique is because I don't really have to cook it. They taste pretty good. There's a whole lot of crap in here, and it's way too heavy for a backpacking meal. So since it's being shipped in a bucket, let's take a look. Let's see what we got. What we got. Spoon, feeding pouch, gotta add a beef stick, beef, mocha cappuccino instant powder, tortilla, chipotle, Sterling Foods applesauce cake, TFF. See a little packet, beverage. Oh, this is a cheese spread. Apple pieces and spiced sauce. Southwest black bean stuff, so should be good. The packaging for the beef stick seems it's a little bit overkill. Okay, now that's just silly. That's redundant. Come on. Oh, look. It's Bull's teriyaki beef stick. Is that mold or fat? That's fat. That's pretty good. All right, let's have some Southwest style beef and black beans with sauce. Can't see, it doesn't look like a baby's diaper though. Let's try this up. And yes, Randall, I heated them up because I'm a freaking civilian. They didn't get hot though. They're lukewarm. It's good. Tastes like chili. Why don't they just call it Southwest style chili? Beef and black bean chili. Oh well, it's good stuff. You guys eat well out there.
About 10:45. It's time for me to day. I ate practically everything from the MRE, with the exception of the coffee mocha lotto thing. It's a drink. And the cheese spread. Officially, this is my longest trip on the trail. 10 days, 10 full days. And I couldn't tell you the mileage, but it's easily it's got to be 120, close to.
Well, that's roughly 127 miles and nearly 30,000 feet of climbing in the books. And honestly, I'm kind of blown away that I've come this far in 10 days. I never really doubted that I could finish the JMT. I planned well, I trained hard. I'm just amazed that I'm halfway done. But here's the thing. Every tough climb, every lung-busting pass, every moment I wondered, what on earth did I sign up for? It's all been worth it. Because tucked in between the sweat and the sore muscles are the moments I'll never forget. The views, the wildlife, the people, and feeling connected to God in a way only the High Sierra can bring. And the best part? There's still trail ahead. More lakes to jump into, more mountain passes to crest, and more stories waiting around the bend. My feet took a pounding, but they carried me these past 10 days. For that, I'm grateful.